Hey guys, it's Wonder Smith, and we are back again with another review. On this channel, we review Gunpla, we reviewed action figures, and today we're going to bring the best of both worlds as I take a look at the Gundam Universe Wing Gundam. Now, what exactly is the Gundam Universe series? This is another attempt, yet again, by Bandai to try to cater into its Western audience while also trying to bring Gundam to a new set of eyes. This time, it's going to be taking the form of a 6-inch action figure line, trying to show the best mech design throughout the entirety of the Gundam Universe. So think of it like a 40th anniversary best of series with figures. Line 1 features RX-78, Wing Gundam, and the Unicorn Gundam, which I think are pretty good first offerings for. In this review, I'm not going to be looking at it as a Gunpla. This is a 6-inch action figure. So this is going to be more along the lines of the Play Arts guy. Now, this is 6 inches, it looks pretty good, and I'm pretty excited because hopefully this should be getting Gundam in the eyes of more people on the West. And also, I don't think a figure line isn't that bad. Robot Damashi and their Robot Spirits figure line could be pretty expensive. You might as well just get a high grade to some extent, even though the detailing on the Robot Damashi is a little bit better. This line is aiming to be $25 for the bare minimum, so maybe exactly it won't be too badly, but at the same time, it could really help out to get something for a child who won't break your Gunpla, or just for those Gundam fans who want an action figure but don't have the patience or the dexterity to build a model kit. This should be a good mid-set figure line, and hopefully it will do well. So while it's its first offering, let's open up the box and see what we have here. Opening up the box, and it's going to be a very straightforward presentation of what you'll get with this figure. When you open up and pull it out of its box, you'll see the Wing Gundam fully built. Alongside of it, its Buster Shield, the wings, the Buster Rifle, 2 spare hands, and an attachment piece for the Buster Shield, as well as an attachment base for a Tamashii Nation stand. And now out of the box, we have Wing Gundam, and I gotta say, it's not exactly the master grade, but I think this is a pretty good looking silhouette. Personally, for me, it reminds me a lot of the old 1100 from 1995, while also bringing together the more accurate proportions of the modern day master grade. It looks pretty good, though I will strongly suggest that you open this up and paint it with a panel line. This has so many panel line options that I really think it looks bare without any panel lining. The gold is a nice mustard gold without it being too mechy like the old 1100, and the proportions look really great. There's no paint that goes into different parts, and it just really looks sharp overall. But while it looks sharp, let's go take a look at its articulation. As we always do, let's start with the head. The head is on a double jointed neck joint and can go 360, no problem, but be mindful of the gun Vulcans on its side. The shoulder is attached to the arm with a ball socket and can go 360 degrees, no problem. The arm has a double jointed elbow and the talons on its forearm can move. The hands are made of rubber and are on a ball joint. The waist has very limited articulation. The wings can go out pretty well and have a good expansion move set. The front and side skirts can move out with no problem. And the leg is a double jointed knee, as well as decent articulation on toes and ankle armor. I would say articulation is about above average. Just like with any other model kit or action figure, the Wing Gundam is going to come with a small assortment of accessories, each one looking pretty well and looking very formally. First off, we're going to start with the Buster Shield. I find that the shield is a good looking, accurate representation of it from the anime, and the green paint really helps well, even though it's not a sticker. And unfortunately, it does not have the gimmick of opening up. It attaches with an expansion set that goes into the outside of the forearm, and it can move out pretty well with the Wing Gundam, and it can go for very good looking defensive poses with the Buster Shield. Overall, I think the shield works pretty well. Next up, we have the famous Buster Rifle, and it's a good mix of matte, almost metallic gray with a very bright yellow that matches up to the rest of the Wing Gundam. A little disappointed it doesn't have the sensor color, and can hold up pretty well, no extra attachment needed, despite the fact that the holding hand for the Buster rifle is made of rubber, not very solid plastic. Still looks up and holds up pretty well. Next, we have to get to the big elephant in the room and how it stacks up against the Master Grade. If you were just looking at it in terms of detail and features, I'm sorry, but the Wing Gundam Master Grade TV version outweighs this figure every single step of the way in terms of looks, aesthetics, feature set, because of the fact that you can even transform into bird mode and this action figure cannot. However, I will say that the Gundam Universe Wing Gundam is a good alternative for people who don't have the time or the patience to build a model kit. I feel it takes the best aspects of the old 1100 and the Master Grade very well, and is a good display piece overall if you put in some work into it. Is it the best thing in the world? No. Do I think it's better than Robot Damashi? No. But on its own as a budget title to compete with Star Wars and Marvel, I think it holds up pretty well and is very respectable representation of the Wing Gundam. My final thoughts on the Gundam Universe Wing Gundam is it's good. Now, it has two major knocks against it. The first one is that it cannot transform into bird mode. I'm not too upset about that, as I feel this is supposed to be a very standardized line where nothing is supposed to stick out from either or on the line. So probably designing Wing Gundam with bird mode in its mindset was probably too hectic design-wise, and would probably take it a bit more further than the line is actually supposed to be. I could be a little bit more forgiving with the fact that it doesn't have a bird mode. Now, the second gripe that I have with this that I'm not going to be as forgiving, it doesn't have a beam saber. And I'm not okay with that, especially since the RX-78 and the Unicorn Gundam came out with beam sabers out of the box. Now, I can understand the fact that they might not have been able to design the gimmick where the beam saber comes out of the Buster Shield. That's okay. But the fact that it does not include any beam saber is very disappointing, because the Wing Gundam is supposed to be designed for both long range and melee combat. Maybe I don't want to hold up the Buster Sword every time. Maybe I just want to clash it with another Gundam. Did they really think of that when they were designing this? I doubt it. And that's a gripe that I have with this out of the box that I am not as forgiving. Otherwise, the Gundam Universe Wing Gundam is a good action figure. $25. Has a little use of work with some panel lining. And even without that, it's somewhat presentable out of box. It will not replace the Master Grade, but it is a good alternative for the younger demographic who aren't ready or aren't as proficient with model kits. And overall, maybe you don't feel like building a model kit and you just want a cool Wing Gundam action figure. This is a good fit for you, and I think you should go get it. This is One on Lawrence Smith, and I will see you later. Peace.